How's it going, YouTube? So we have the 2006 WRX, and today we're going to be replacing these with this crappy one. As you can see, I put a screw in here, but the screw trick stopped working a bit ago. And even with the screw in, it does the same thing. I'm just taking it out but this is so loose. And it's tightened all the way down. What it is this is stretched. The options are either to get like a piece that goes around it to give you better connection, or replace this piece, which is the route that I'm going, because when I tried to loosen this, it bent this, and all this metal in here is just really flimsy and bad. So what I'll do is I'll come in here, open this up, and then we have this nice new one that I just take an Allen key, pull these out, stick my wires in and tighten them down. And this should be much better than what we were dealing with before. The issues I was having was you go to turn on the car and it clicks. I'd have to come out here, twist this, and then it'd all work good. But the positive, I'm going to go ahead and leave for now. The kit that I got on Amazon that I'll link below. It just comes in a little box, and it comes with 2 of them. And it comes with a little bit of metal to wrap around the terminal. Just, once again, that would increase the size, which might have been all I needed, but I want to go ahead and do all this. So the first step is, obviously make sure that you're not working on a hot system. Really, I'm going to take this piece of plastic and cover this so that we're not going to be, touching that anymore. And this is just the guard that sits on top when everything's all said and done. But now I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this tape off and pulling this off to free up my negative wires to go into the new terminal. So I'll be right back once we finish that. So what I did was I went ahead and pulled back the tape that was like wrapping this, and what I'm seeing is a fair amount of these, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but a fair amount of the connections are actually tore right at where the jacket starts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut everything back, because I have more than enough slack to do that. So I'll just cut both of these right here, and then I'll cut the sheathing back, and that way I'll have a nice clean wire going in. I don't want to just take from here, because I'm going to lose, looks like maybe about 1/3 of my wires are broken. So I'm just going to be hurting my own connection if I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my garage, grab a pair of cutters, cut these, strip them back, and then I'll get back with you. Okay. So I went ahead, got them cut off, peeled this back, twisted these up so they're good to go. Now on the battery terminal you have 2 large and then 2 small. Luckily I only have 2 coming in, so I'll run to my 2 large. If I had something like a auxiliary plugs controlled by, or auxiliary plugs in general that I tied into the battery, I could use those on the smaller ones. But just pretty much all it is you take your Allen key, hold on, let me move this. All it is you take your Allen key, you're going to twist back out, maybe, if I can get it. Alright, yeah, you'll twist it back out, which will give you the opening. Shove your wire in there, twist it back down, and it'll clamp. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now once all that's done, you want to check your battery cable. On the negative, it's not as big of a deal. I'll grab some electrical tape though and wrap it. Make sure your whole cable's in good condition that you can see, other than this little nick it looks to be. From there, we have that little collar I was talking about. Put that around there. Then this should, it looks like we'll have to loosen it some, but that'll slip down and then we'll tighten it up. And I'll get back with you when we're done with that. I had a bit of a rough time fitting it in, so actually I think that little collar that we had on the terminal, you're supposed to put up in there first and then slip it on there. And I'm just going to use the bottom of this ratchet to knock everything down in place properly. Things you want to be aware of while doing this is kind of keeping this bolt that you have to ratchet to loosen at an accessible angle. So I put it out toward the front of the car, nice and easy to do. Then you're just going to go ahead and ratchet this down. Got that on there nice and beautifully. Now if you just look, it's tightened down. I cannot move it, which is a far cry from what it was just 15 minutes ago. Now you just got to work this on. I don't think I can do it with one hand because it's got like little clips on it that hold on really well. So I'll do that once I'm off the camera. As I said, my positive is already nice and tight. There's no movement when I do that. I do need to get a battery tie down because that's probably what led to this just getting a lot of excessive pull on it and that kind of stuff. And then I need to tape up my battery cable. But yeah, as far as a very quick thing, these were They were on sale, I want to say like 10 or 11 bucks, but even normal price they were like 15 to 20 bucks for the 2 connections, and they're super easy to service. You know, I did this with, on my car, a 14 millimeter, well I guess that's by the battery piece, so 14 millimeter, and then 2, you got the Torx, or the hex bolt, hex tool for the larger ones, hex tool for the smaller ones if you need it. So for me, 2 tools, maybe 3 tools, and this was nice and easy. But yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave any better comments or anything that you think I should do with this, and I'll happily take them into consideration. But yeah, feel free to like and subscribe, help me grow the channel, because that's my goal at this point, grow the channel and help you guys. Have a good one.